Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 1993 World Series on Inside Pitch. Game 5 coming up, and the White Sox lead the series 3 games to 1, so the Giants have their backs against the wall, to say the least. So let me get everything in place to try to make sure everything fits the way I need it to. I need to dip down just a hair. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Actually, I think we need to go like that. Get more of the less of the score sheet. Less of the score sheet and more of the dice tray, obviously. So try to get this in place. I'm not sure why it's not working like they usually do. Hello, Brian B. How are you doing? I'm not sure where I'm off on this. I don't know why it's not doing what I want it to do. Maybe we need to get it up higher. Maybe that's the ticket. We shall see. Let's see if I can get this thing to work. Okay. Doesn't really want to cooperate with me, does it? Alright, so I think I'm going to need to go up this way just a touch. See what that does. And the dice, I get everything in here, but then the dice tray kind of loses a little bit, so let me make sure everything is in here before I start a game. I don't want to start a game without it being set up the way I want it. I think that may do it right there. I think that'll do it. Okay. I'm looking on my computer screen now, and it looks like everything is viewable. All parts of the dice tray, even this bottom corner right here where my finger is, seems like it's doable. So we will go and get going. Like I said, White Sox lead 3 games to 1 over the Giants. However, the Giants have their secret weapon, and that is Bill Swift. He will be on the mound against Wilson Alvarez. Matchup of Game 1, which was won by the Giants. The White Sox have won 3 in a row. The Giants did win the first game in Chicago behind Bill Swift. So they're hoping that they can strike magic again. All right. One change to the lineup. The White Sox are pitching a left-handed pitcher. So in order to get more offense into the game and give up a little bit of defense, the Giants are going to bench Willie McGee, and they're going to use Mark Carrion in right field. And the reason they're using Mark Carrion in right field is that he clubs left-handed pitching. He's got a double here, single here, and a double here. And his home runs are 18 against lefties. So even though he's got a +2 arm, they're sacrificing a little bit of defense and to get that offense. Hello, Midlife. How are you doing? Again, if the Sox win, the series is over, and this will be the last game of Inside Pitch I do for a while. If the Giants win, then of course we move on to Game 6 back at Comiskey Park. And the matchup for that would be Alex Fernandez against, I'm sorry, it would be Blackjack McDowell. I think it'll be Blackjack McDowell if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Blackjack McDowell against Sean Burkett would be the matchup there if it gets to a Game 6. All right, and again, American League pitchers have to hit, so I'm using RJL's pitcher hitting generic card for Wilson Alvarez, which has a 0 average. But as has happened before, they can reach on a range play or ballpark check. All right, we are ready to go. Stepping into the box is Tim Raines, the left fielder. And do or die for the Giants. They either win or they go home. Well, they're already home, but they just pack their bags and head for the winner. Swift, 5-2. That's an automatic out to a righty, but Raines is a lefty with a switch hitter, so he avoids that automatic out. We go to Raines, 6-6. He's going to double to center field. How about that? Tim Raines starts out the ball game with a double to center field. Not the way Bill Swift wants to start. Not the way he's looking to start. That'll bring up Joey Cora. And, of course, strategy roll. 20, so that means a 1 for a pickoff or a 2 is a pickoff error. That's an 11. He gets back. Swift, 5-3. Strikeout chance, 17. Way too high for Joey Cora. So Cora will swing it. 6-4, and that's a power result to right field. Against a right-handed pitcher, it goes up to 14. That's a 3. So that's a single to right field for Joey Cora. Now, this is where Mark Carrion is going to hurt him because he is a +2 arm, which means on a single to right field with the Giants in the field, a single to right field to score from second, you add 3 to the base runner. He's a 4 already, so it becomes a 7. So Raines will score without a throw. And just that quickly, the White Sox take a 1-0 lead with just 2 batters into the game, a double and followed by a single. And Bill Swift pitching more like Taylor Swift right now. And not going to get any easier because the big hurt's coming up. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Infield is at halfway for the double play. Swift, 3-2. He's not tired, so there's no single there. Frank Thomas, 4-1. He's going to fly to right field, and finally there's one away. Maybe that first out is just what Bill Swift needs to settle in. He got that first out. And now here's Robin Ventura. Nothing on the strategy roll there. Swift, 4-3, and that's a potential wild pitch. That's a 10, which means it's a potential pass ball. And the pass ball rating of Manwaring, he's a 6. So the only way this is a pass ball is if we roll a 6. Anything else, it's not going to be a pass ball. It's a 6. It is a pass ball. How about that? Pass ball, and Joey Cora will take second base. Now the infield goes back to normal. Nothing on the strategy. Takes a double play out of it, too. 1-2 is a blank to a lefty. It would have been a K+ to a righty, but Ventura is a lefty. So he swings at 6-4. It's a ground ball to short. That's out number 2. Let's see if Cora can make it to third base. When you're on second, to get to third on a ground ball to short, we're going to roll, and if the roll is higher than the base running rating, he has to hold. So it's a 4. I'm sorry, his base running is a 4. So this has to be a 5 or a 6. Otherwise, he will move to third. It's a 4, so Cora will take third on the ground out. But there are 2 away for Ellis Burks, right fielder. Swift, 2, nothing's happening. Swift, 3-6, strikeout chance, but that's a 20, too high. So Ellis Burks will swing it. 3-2, it's a star 2, which is a ground ball to second. Robbie Thompson is there, and the inning is over. But the White Sox pick up a run. They do it on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. Chicago 1, and the Giants coming to bat. Rough inning there for Bill Swift, to say the least. But he's hoping his mates can get him some runs. And Wilson Alvarez will be on the mound for the White Sox, enjoying a 1-0 lead. Hello, Doug. How you doing? Hello, Robert. 1-0 lead for the Sox as they got to Bill Swift early. And now Alvarez is out to try to protect that lead. Lewis will lead things off. 6-6, and that's a pitcher result against a right-hander. A 1-2 is an out. That is a 2. That just might be the kind of way it's going for the Giants in this game. 1-2 is an automatic out. That is a 2. So Alvarez will get the out, and it will be a ground ball to second. Cora is there, 1 away. Maybe it's just sometimes it's just not your night. But again, there's still 8+ innings to go, and anything can happen in an inside pitch. Here's Thompson. Alvarez to Thompson, 6-4, strikeout chance, 10. That's an 11. Struck him out. Well, I'm sorry, he's facing a lefty. That's a 9, but the stadium adds 1 and gives him a 10. Still going to strike him out. So not a good start for the Giants. 2 up and 2 down, and here comes Will Clark. 2-6, strikeout again. 11, though, is too high, so Will Clark will swing it. 2-2 is going to ground it to first. The Big Hurt is right there, and it's 3 up and 3 down go the Giants. 1 innings in the books here at Candlestick, and the Sox lead it 1-0. Where it's win or go home for the Giants. It's all over if they don't win this game. Sox lead it 3-1. Swift back out will be facing Lance Johnson, Ron Karkovice, and Ozzie Guillen. 5-2, and against the lefty, that's a blank. Swift is really tough on the righties. That's why they have the lefties in there. 6-6, and that is going to be a star 5, which is a ground ball to short. Handled by Clayton. 1 down. That'll bring up Karkovice. Hello, John. How are you doing? 2-2. Possible error on a ground ball. Karkovice. 2-1. That's a single to center. No error there with a 15. Single to center for Karkovice, though. The error rating on Lewis is 0. He cannot make an error. So Karkovice gets that 1-out single. And that'll bring up Ozzie Guillen. Strategy roll again for the possible pickoff. Not going to happen. Hello, John Alexander. How you doing? There's 2 Johns there because I got to differentiate. All right, Swift. 2-3. And against Guillen, again, it's a strikeout plus to a righty, but Guillen's a lefty. Like I said, Swift is really tough on the righties, but lefties hit him a little bit better. So we go to Guillen. 1-6, and he does hit him better. That's a double to center field for Ozzie Guillen, and we'll see if Karkovice can score. Look at our cheat sheet. Double to center, it's a 0 effect, so that's a 3. So Karkovice on a 1-3, he will come around to score. He does. So Karkovice scores. Ozzie Guillen with a double. And it's 2-0 White Sox as they are putting the hurting on Bill Swift. And now that'll bring up the pitcher, Wilson Alvarez. And they're just going to have him swing away, I think. Strategy roll for pickoff. Nothing happening. Hello, Jeremy. How you doing? Swift, 2-6. Possible error. 3-4, and that is a star 4, which is a ground ball to third. Matt Williams, he's a 6 error rating. That's a 17. So Matt Williams will make the play for out number 2. And the only way that Guillen can make it to third is on a 6. He does not. He's got to hold. So he holds with 2 down. Infield can go back to normal. For Tim Raines, Raines doubled to lead off the game and scored on the single by Cora. Nothing on strategy. Raines against Swift. 6-4 strikeout chance. That's a 4. He's going to get him, and that's going to end the inning. So a run will come in for the Sox as they take a 2-0 lead. Thanks to the double from Ozzie Guillen, RBI double. So for the Sox, a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left, just like in the top of the first. So we go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 White Sox. And due up for the Giants, it'll be Matt Williams, followed by Barry Bonds and Mark Carrion. In case you joined us late, Mark Carrion has replaced Willie McGee as the Giants try to get more offense in against the left-handed pitcher. But Carrion's +2 arm has already cost them a little bit. Alvarez, 4-3. That is a possible error on a throw. Go to Williams. 3-2. That's a ground ball to third. That's a 3. So the error rating on Ventura is a 7. That is going to be a throwing error. Frank Thomas is the recipient of that throw. His range is a 2. See if he can block it. He can. So it keeps it in front of him. But it will be an E5 for Ventura. But the Big Hurt kept the ball in front of him and did not let it get it behind him. So kept Matt Williams at first base. Keeps the double play in order. Strategy roll. 19, but you're not having Barry Bonds bunt. Here's Alvarez. 1-6 strikeout chance 7. He is a 7, but the stadium adds 1, makes him an 8. So Barry Bonds is out on strikes. 1 down, and here's Mark Carrion getting his first start of the series. A 327 hitter. Again, strategy roll. Nothing happening. Alvarez, 4-2. Hit by pitch chance, he is a 4. Alvarez is a +1, makes it a 5, but that is a 9, so no hit by pitch. Carry on, 5-6. He's going to fly to center. That is out number 2. 2 down for Mark Clayton, or Royce Clayton. I've got the Miami Dolphins receiver on the brain. It's Royce Clayton. Alvarez once again. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Alvarez, 1-5. Strikeout chance 12. He's an 11, but the stadium adds 1, gives him the 12, and that's a strikeout. So Candlestick Park cost him. So for the Giants, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. 2 innings in the books here at Candlestick. Sox lead it 2-0. And look to put this series on ice. Of course, there's still 7 innings to go, so anything can happen. Joey Cora will lead it off. He's had an RBI single his first time up. Bill Swift has been shaky from the get-go. 2-2, that's a possible error on a ground ball. Cora, 6-2 is a star 5, ground ball to short. That's a 7. Clayton, his error rating is a 10, so Clayton will boot it. E6. So now each team has committed an error. Swift not too happy about it. Cora reaches. Strategy roll. Nothing happening there. Swift, 2-3. That's a strikeout plus to Frank Thomas. That's a 4. He struck him out. Big strikeout there to get the Big Hurt. As Swift put the hurt on Big Hurt. 1 down. Now double play gets him out of the inning. We're not having Ventura bunt. Swift, 2-1, walk chance. He will walk him, and that puts runners at first and second with only 1 out. And Swift not making things easier for himself. Here's Ellis Burks. Swift to Burks. 4-2, strikeout chance to a righty. That's a 2. He got him. That's the first time it took advantage of facing a right-hander. It paid off for a strikeout. And that is out number 2. But now he's got to face Lance Johnson. Swift, 6-4, strikeout chance 18, too much. 5-6, ground ball to short, and that's going to do it. Clayton will go the short way to second for the 4, 6-4. And that's going to end the inning. So for the White Sox, no runs, no hits. There was 1 giant error. And there were 2 runners left on base. Go to the bottom of the third. Still 2-0. Favor of the White Sox. Bill Swift avoided trouble. Due up for the Giants, it'll be Kurt Manwaring, followed by Swift and Lewis here in the bottom of the third. So Manwaring trying to get something started. 3-6, walk plus. That's a good way to do it. He draws the leadoff walk. That will allow Bill Swift a chance to bunt. And he is a good bunter. It's a 4. First we'll roll and see if there's any kind of shenanigans on a pickoff. And there is not. So Alvarez will pitch to Swift. 6-3 is a blank. So Swift will get a chance to bunt. He's a 4. The corners were halfway or in, I'm saying. So he's now a 3. So we'll see what happens on a 3 bunter. It's a 4, so that means on a 4, the fielder is the first baseman, Frank Thomas. That's a 5. When you're a 3 and a 5, it's a good bunt. So Swift makes the play. Frank Thomas will just tag Swift coming up the line. 3 unassisted, sacrifice hit. 1 down. Swift did his job. And now the order flips over to Darren Lewis. Oh, it's going to take some doing to get Manwaring home. He runs at a 1. Hello, Chuck. How you doing? I don't think Steeler fan likes me too much for whatever reason. I never see him in my streams, so I'm not sure what the story is there. But you know, to each person their own. So maybe I'm just not his style. I don't know. Strategy roll. 1. He could get an attempt, but it wouldn't be a good move, so we're not going to go there. Alvarez, 6-5. That's a walk plus to Lewis. He walks an 11. The plus gives him a 21. That is a walk. Even though the -2 there makes it a 19, that 19 still fits. So Darren Lewis draws the free pass, and that's 2 walks in the inning for Wilson Alvarez. Puts runners at first and second. Tying runs are on base. Nothing happened on the strategy. Alvarez to Thompson. 1-5, strikeout 15, too high. Go to Thompson. 2-5, and that's a fly to center for out number 2. Manwaring can't go anywhere with that. Even though it's a poor arm from Lance Johnson, you just can't do it. Center field, you lose 2. He's a 1. Lance Johnson. Well, he's a +2, so that makes him a 3, and you lose to him. So on a 1, he could move up, actually, so we'll see. He cannot, so that's official. He cannot move up. All right, here is Will the Thrill. Now there are 2 away infielders back. Alvarez, 3-5. That's the ballpark card going there for the first time. Candlestick Park for Will Clark. 6-4. It's a ground ball to first. Thomas takes care of it. Inning is over. Nothing doing for the Giants. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on 2 walks. So at the end of 3, it's still 2-0 White Sox, as Wilson Alvarez has stymied the Giants. And Bill Swift can't get any help. Cannot get any help offensively from his mates. So we go to the top of the 4th, and it will be Karkovice. Hello, PFLQR. 1973 was the winner in that. So Stratomatic 1973 Super Advanced. That season will begin on April the 6th. And I'll be doing a couple of, at least one slow Stratomatic Super Advanced playthrough prior to that. Hello, Tascuni. How you doing? Or Scooney. I'm not sure how. I think the T might be silent, so I think it's just Scooney. All right, so Bill Swift against Karkovice. 2-2. That's a possible error on a ground ball. They've already made 1 error already. Karkovice 6-3 is a fly to left, though. That's going to take that out of the equation. As Bonds puts it away, 1 away for Ozzie Guillen with Alvarez on deck. 2-3, and that is a blank to a lefty. Guillen, 5-1. He's going to fly to left, and Bonds puts that away also. So 2 down. Base is clear for Wilson Alvarez. Swift, 5-3. Strikeout chance. That's automatic. He's out of there. So finally, a 1-2-3 inning turned in by Bill Swift. First one of the game. As they get the Giants in, or the White Sox in order. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still 2-0. And if the Giants don't get their offense in gear, they'll be packing up for the winner. Matt Williams will lead it off. He reached on an error by Ventura his first time up. 5-5. He's not tired, so there's no single there. 3-6. It's going to single to center field, and that is the first hit of the game for the Giants. They reached on an error and 2 walks, and that's the first actual base hit. So as the old saying goes, there goes the no-hitter. Matt Williams is aboard. Check for pickoff. 20, chance for a pickoff. 1 is a balk. 2 to 7 is a pickoff. 8's a pickoff error. 9 or higher, nothing happens. That is a 20, so nothing happens. So everybody got it back. Alvarez to Bonds. 2-1, walk plus, so that's going to not be good for Alvarez. Just use another walk. And now the Giants have something cooking. 2 on and nobody out for Mark Carrion. Nothing on the strategy. Alvarez to Carrion, 4-6, and that's an automatic out against a right-hander. So we'll see what the out is. It's a 3, ground ball to short, possible double play. He is a 4 double play rating. He's a +1. So you think it's just about automatic. Halfway makes it a 6, and then the pivot at second base is Corey. He's a +1, makes him a 7. Well, 6 is the highest you can have. So, and if we roll a 6, the only play will be at first base. So 1 to 5, it's a double play. Anything else, if you get a 6, the only play is at first. That's a 3. It's going to be a double play. 6-4-3, and Mark Carrion kills the rally. Actually, Williams will take third. But a hush has gone over the Giant, over Candlestick Park, as they are very disappointed about that 6-4-3 double play. 2 down, but Royce Clayton could still bring home a run with a base hit. Nothing happened on strategy. Alvarez, 5-1 blank. We go to Clayton. 3-6. He's going to line it hard, but right to Cora, and that's going to end the inning. So what looked promising turns out to be a dud. For the Giants, no runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 4, and it scores still 2-0 in favor of the White Sox. So a missed opportunity there by the G-men. You don't know how many more opportunities they're actually going to get. So, and Bill Swift is not happy about the lack of run support. All right, so leading off will be Tim Raines, top of the order. 3-4, that's a range play. I haven't had many of those yet. Go to Tim Raines' card. 1-6, that's a single to right, but we're checking on the range of Carrion. So, boy, Carrion's getting the brunt of this on the defensive checks. He's a 2. They had him in there for the offense, but his defense is hurting him bad. It's a 2. 1-2, he makes the catch. And he cannot, so Raines will reach on the base hit. Willie McGee was a 3. He would have caught that, but they were going for the offense. And ironically, their offense is what's letting them down, not only the offense, but the defense as well. So they're getting the worst of both worlds here. Swift now probably upset that they have Willie McGee on the bench. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Swift, 2-2, possible error on a ground ball. Cora, 4-6, it's a fly to center, 1 away. Put away out there by center fielder Lewis. 1 down, and that brings up the big hurt. Nothing on strategy. Swift, 6-2, is an automatic out against a right-hander. And the automatic out is a ground ball to first. You can see Bill Swift is a ground ball pitcher. All his star lines are ground balls. So he's definitely a ground ball pitcher. So it's ground ball to first, which is a bad break for the Giants because you don't get that boost for being halfway. You do get the ground ball 1 here. The pivot is the shortstop, Clayton. He's a 0. So the only chance for a double play is a 1. And it's a 2, so they can't turn it. In fact, the only play is at first because Rain's speed will beat that. So the fact that it went to first base really hurt him. So the only play for Clayton was to go to first base. Raines takes second for out number 2. And that brings up Ventura. First base is open. They could pitch to Burks instead if they chose. Ventura, 262, but Burks is a little bit better. But Swift is so good against the righties. Although he walked Ventura last time. They're going to intentionally walk Ventura. They're going to issue the free pass and play the percentages because Swift is so tough against those right-handers. Swift, nothing there. Go pitch to Burks. 2-2, another. Well, I've hit that 2-2 rolling him. I don't know how many times for a possible error on a ground ball. Here's Burks. 1-6 is a fly to left, so they got out of it without the errors. But that 2-2 roll has come up more than I care for. That's just the way the dice are rolling. No runs a hit, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the fifth. That 2 runs in the first 2 innings have still held up. It's still 2-0 Sox as we go to the bottom of the fifth. And you wonder how much longer they go with Bill Swift because he is set to bat second this inning, and they need runs. So you wonder if Bill Swift is going to be pulled here. Figure out what Dusty Baker wants to do. Or if he wants to stick with Bill Swift and hope his offense can get going. If Manwaring reaches, of course, Swift can bunt, and that'll make his at-bat useful. Actually, Swift was a 263 hitter, so he's not a bad hitter. So you may go ahead and let him hit. We'll see. Hello, Jimmy Jam. How are you doing? 1-3 range play, so we go to Manwaring for a range check. 4-3, and that is a split chance against a lefty. It's a single to short, but it's a range play, so we're checking on the range of Ozzie Guillen. Ozzie Guillen's range is a 3, which is right at average. So 1-3, he takes that hit away. He does not. Kurt Manwaring reaches, and again, that will allow Bill Swift to bunt. If they so choose, the corners are in. 19, that's definitely a bunt comes up for that. Alvarez will pitch it. 3-5, and against a right-hander, that's a ballpark card. Now, I believe on bunts you ignore the ballpark card. I'm pretty sure because you can't bunt off the ballpark card, obviously. So, yeah, we don't go to the ballpark card, go straight to the bunt. He's a 4, corners in, makes him a 3. The 6 means it's fielded by the catcher, Karkovice. That's an 18. A 3 and an 18 is GDP. Bunted too hard, proceed as you would any double play grounder. So, but if I remember correctly, they were saying that you don't do a double play 2 to 6 to 1 or whatever. 2 to 6 to 3. If it's to the catcher, he pretty much almost always goes to first base. So that's what I'm going to play it as. So Manwaring will go ahead and reach second base. We're out number 1. Out goes 2-4. For 1 away. Infield now halfway. Here's Darren Lewis. Strategy roll for pickoffs. 20. So 1's a balk, 2 to 7's a pickoff, 8's a pickoff error. 3, he gets picked off. So Manwaring is picked off second base. Don't know what was that man. Where was that man going? I don't know. Where was that Manwaring going? I have no idea. Down 2-0, and you're in scoring position, and you get picked off. So sneaking in behind him was Joey Cora, and they pick him off for out number 2. Bases are clear now for Darren Lewis. 5-5. He's not tired, so there's no single there. Lewis, 5-2. Start 2 is a ground ball to third. Ventura is there, and the inning is over. So no runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left thanks to the pickoff. 5 innings in the books. We stay 2-0 Sox. And that'll send up Lance Johnson, Ron Karkovice, and Wilson Alvarez. Swift can face 27 batters. He has faced a total of 23. So he can go at least one more inning. Swift 4-3. That's a ball one on a wild pitch. 5-1. That's a pitcher result against a lefty. 1 is a single. That's a 19, so nothing there. Go to Johnson. 6-6. It's a star 5, which is a ground ball to Clayton for out number 1. Cargavice steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. 6-3, strikeout 17, got him. So Cargavice is out on strikes. And actually, after the first 2 innings, the last 3 or 4 innings, Swift has pitched very well. He just hasn't got any run support. Here is Guillen. 3-6, strikeout again. 12 is too much. Go to Guillen. 1-2, ground ball to second. Thompson is there, and the inning's over. It's a 3 up and 3 down for Bill Swift here in the 6th, but his team trails 2-0 as they have not been able to figure out Wilson Alvarez. And let's see, Swift can face 27 batters. He has faced 26, so face 1 more, and that's it. So I don't know how much longer Bill Swift's going to be able to go. Hello, Craig. How you doing? Good evening to you. Here's Robbie Thompson. 3-1 is a blank to a right-hander. Go to Thompson. 3-5, and that is a star 4, which is a fly to left field. Put away by Raines. 1 away. For Will the Thrill. Alvarez, 1-5, strikeout, got him. That number 1 on the D20 was a killer. So there's 2 down. And here's Matt Williams. Alvarez, 1-1, strikeout 13, too much. Go to Williams. 6-4, it's a single to right field. So Matt Williams, a 2-out single. And he has 2 of the 3 hits for the Giants in this game are by Matt Williams. But if Bonds gets hold of 1, we got a brand new ball game. So hope springs eternal when you have juice at the plate. Alvarez, 5-2, possible error on a ground ball. 6-3, it's a single to short, or single to second, possible error. Single to second on a failed error check is not really an error. It's a speed check. Bonds is a 4. 1-4, he'll beat this out for an infield hit. 5 or 6, he's out. 6, he's out of there. Nice play there by Joey Cora. Takes that hit away, and that's going to end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. 6 innings are gone. It's still 2-0 favor of the White Sox. That's where the 3rd edition rules come in on that error chance on a single. It's not really an error. You're checking to roll 1d6 against the base runner's run rating. If it's higher, he's out. Otherwise, it's a single, and we rolled higher, so he was out. All right. Wilson Alvarez can face 28 batters. He's only faced 23, so they're going to keep him in there. He's pitching a shutout. Bill Swift, this is his last batter before he is tired. He'll be tired after this, so the bullpen is loosening. They do have left-hander Rogers in the pen along with right-hander Mike Jackson. Double barrel action in the Giant bullpen. 2-4. That is a strikeout chance. He's not tired yet. He will be tired on the next batter. So that strikeout is good. And he's out of there, 1 away. Now, if they come to that roll again, he's going to have to be removed from the game. But right now, he's still okay with that. So here's Raines. 2-4. And we just hit the same roll, so he's out of here. That becomes a walk possibility, but that's a 20. So this is going to be Swift's last batter because he's got to come out for fatigue. Raines did not walk, but he said he lines it to second for out number 2. So that's going to do it for Bill Swift. He's going to have to be removed due to the exhaustion rule. He goes 6 2/3, gives up 2 runs. They were earned. And let's see, 4, 5 hits. So not bad. I mean, just didn't get any run support. Let's see, he walked 2. He walked Ventura twice, once unintentionally and once intentionally. And he struck out not that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts. So 6 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. That's a decent line for a pitcher. But when your team scores nothing, it kind of takes that away. So Bill Swift has to leave due to the fatigue rule. He will have to come out. Pitcher spot is scheduled to bat 4th in this inning. Coming up. And let's see who's coming up for the Sox. It'll be Cora. So they're actually going to let Kevin Rogers come in and pitch. No double switch. They'll just take him out if it gets to his pinch hitting spot because he doesn't face that many batters to begin with. So Kevin Rogers will try to get the final out of the inning. And see, RJL, I can play this game without a double switch. All right, so Joey Cora. Turn around, bat right-handed this time. 3-6, that's a range play. Go to Cora, 2-5, that's a fly to right. And again, checking the range of this right fielder carry on. His poor defense, he's a 2. Could come back to bite him again. And it's time he makes the catch to end the inning. So carry on. Lunges forward and makes the catch. Give him the hustle award. And that's 3 up and 3 down go the Sox. So 7th inning stretch time. It's still Chicago 2 and San Francisco nothing. Singer, take me out to the ball games. And if you're a Giant fan, you need some runs. Coming up for the Giants will be Carry On, Clayton, and Manwaring. Carry On, Clayton, and Manwaring. Carry On and Clayton are both 0 for 2. Manwaring's 1 for 1. Alvarez, 1-5, strikeout 10. He's a 9. Stadium adds 1. Carry On is gone. 1 away. And that'll bring up Clayton. 2-2, strikeout chance 9. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Wilson Alvarez. Looks like he's getting stronger instead of tired. Here's Manwaring. 2-3, another strikeout chance. 10, got him. He strikes out the side. Wilson Alvarez strikes out the side, and it's not looking good for the G-men. 7 innings in the books. It's still 2-0. Favor of the White Sox. Rogers only faced 1 batter, so he's still good to go a little further. He's going to be facing Thomas, Ventura, and Burks. Righty, lefty, righty, and then Johnson, a lefty after that. So 2 lefties and 2 righties coming up. Rogers, 5-6. That's a walk plus, so he will walk the big hurt. Leadoff walk. And that'll send up Robin Ventura. Mike Jackson still loosening the bullpen. He could be coming in after Ventura if Rogers does not get him. Strategy rolls are still in play. Nothing happening. Rogers, 2-1 against the lefty. It's a strikeout plus, and he got him. So struck him out. That lefty-lefty matchup. 1 away, and they're going to go ahead and let him pitch to Ellis Burks. Nothing happening on strategy. Rogers, 6-3, strikeout chance 7, got him. Boy, talking about taking out Rogers, and he comes back with back-to-back Ks after the leadoff walk. And that brings up another lefty, Lance Johnson. 20, but there's no pickoff chances. Rogers, 6-2. He's not tired. This is batter number 5. He will be tired after this batter. He's not tired for this batter, so that blank stays a blank. Johnson, 2-3. It's a ground ball to short, and that's going to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. And that's all for Rogers. Rogers will go an inning and a third. A walk and 2 Ks, nothing else. So he did what they asked him to do, which was to keep the game close. He did his job. Now due up for the Giants. They will need a pinch hitter for Kevin Rogers. And we'll see if Alvarez is pitching a shutout. He's going to stay there. Mike Jackson will be coming in to pitch the the ninth inning for the Giants. Actually, it'll be Rod Beck. We're in the ninth inning, might as well use Rod Beck. So Rod Beck is going to be in there to pitch the ninth. Let's see who's going to pinch hit for the Giants against Alvarez. They got some righties out there. They do have the switch hitter McGee again. Could use him. Might as well. Willie McGee, a 301 hitter. He's going to do the pinch hitting for Mr. Rogers. So it's McGee, Lewis, and Thompson due up against Alvarez. Alvarez can face 28 batters. This is batter 27. So the bullpen is up for the White Sox. They do have left-hander Scott Radinsky getting ready for Will Clark. And they also have right-hander Jose De Leon in case they need a righty. Alvarez, 6-1 strikeout chance. That's a 9, and he got him. So Willie McGee out on strikes to start the inning. Not a good way to start the inning, striking out. Here's Darren Lewis. Now, Alvarez is tired. Or no, he'll be tired after this at bat. This is batter 28. 1-1, strikeout 9. Not going to get him. Lewis will swing it. All right, 2-2 is a star 3, which is a ground ball to short for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down. Now Alvarez is tired. If he hits the parentheses roll, he has to come out. 4-5, and that is an automatic out on a star line against a right-hander. That's an automatic out. Alvarez is a fly to left field. Raines hauls it in. 3 up and 3 down go the Giants. Boy, their bats have been silent in this game. Wilson Alvarez, 8 innings of shutout ball, and they are going to lift Wilson Alvarez because he's scheduled to bat this inning. And they will turn it over to their closer, Roberto Hernandez, for the 9th inning. So Roberto Hernandez will be the new pitcher in the 9th for the White Sox. And coming on to pitch for the Giants will be Rod Beck. So Beck is on to pitch the top of the 9th, facing Karkovice, Guillen, and a pinch hitter. And we'll see who's on the bench for the Sox that they might want to use to pinch hit. Most likely a lefty, so they're going to go with probably Dan Pasqua. Or they could get to see if they can strike twice with George Bell. You know what? He earned a pinch hitting. He earned another pinch hitting chance after what he did in Game 4. So it's going to be George Bell who's going to pinch hit. So it's Karkovice, Guillen, and Bell here in the 9th against Rod Beck. 2-0 White Sox. 1 inning away, 3 outs away from the World Series. Karkovice. Beck against Karkovice. 2-6, automatic out on a star line, so Beck gets the out, and it will be a fly to center. It's put away out there by Lewis, 1 away. Bring up Ozzie Guillen with George Bell on deck. 1-6, and that's a walk chance, 18, way too high. Guillen. 6-3, it's a ground ball to short, and that's handled by Clayton, 2 down. And now here comes George Bell, hit that big pinch hit 3-run homer in Game 4 in his only appearance of the series. They figure that earns him another chance, even though he's right-handed against the right-hander Beck. They're going to pitch him anyway, or pinch hit him anyway. So Beck, 1-3 blank on a right-hander. Bell will swing it. 5-3, and that's a pop-up to second to end the inning. So that one didn't go as well for Bell as he had hoped. Rod Beck goes 1 inning, gives up nothing. And we're down now to the bottom of the 9th. 2-0 ball game. And as someone once said, will we see any 9th inning magic? Not if Roberto Hernandez has anything to say about it. But kudos to, so far, what is the player of the game, Wilson Alvarez. He has gone 8 innings. He has given up just 3 base hits. 2 of those were to Matt Williams. The other one to Manwaring. So 3 hits, no runs. Let's see how many he walked. He walked Manwaring and he walked Lewis. That's 2 walks he issued. And he struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Struck out 8. So the line on Alvarez, 8 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. And of course, he stands to be the winner if the Sox hold on. So Roberto Hernandez is in to try to wrap it up. He'll have to do it against the heart of the order, Will Clark, Matt Williams, and Barry Bonds. So what is known as a grown man save. And here's Will the Thrill. He is 0 for 3 in this game with a strikeout. 4-5, and that is another strikeout chance, but 16 is too much. Clark, 4-3. It's a star 2, which is a ground ball to third. Handled easily by Ventura for 1 away. Sox 2 outs away from the World Series. Here's Matt Williams. Hernandez, 4-5. Another strikeout chance. 7 got him. Struck him out. 2 down. Last chance. It's Barry Bonds. Hernandez, 2-6. Range play. Go to Barry Bonds. 3-6. It's a ground ball to second, but it's a range play. Joey Cora's range is a 2. So 1-2, and this ball game is over, and the World Series belongs to the White Sox. 3 or higher, and the ball game keeps going. It's a 4, so Barry Bonds sneaks it past him. And I don't know if you call that ninth inning magic or not, but it does bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Mark Carrion. But he's much better against the lefties than he is the righties. He's 0 for 3 on the game. So he's going to be called back. They will pinch hit. And they're going to use Todd Benzinger. Todd Benzinger will pinch hit for Carrion. And if the game goes extra innings, they will figure out defense. But they just need the offense. Strategy rolls are off. No worries about strategy rolls. Hernandez to Benzinger. 4-4. Strikeout plus 10. Got him. Didn't matter who was pinch hitting or who was hitting. He get that strikeout plus. That did it. And there's your ball game. Bonds is getting the heck out of there. The Giants have won it. The Giants have won the pennant. I'm sorry, the Sox have won the pennant. You can put it on the board. Yes, the Sox have won the pennant. The Sox have won the series. They've won everything. And in the 9th inning, no runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left for the Giants. The win is to Alvarez, the save to Hernandez. They limit the Giants to 4 hits. The Sox themselves only got 5. So in the game, we combined for 2 runs and 9 hits and 2 errors between the 2 teams. So it was definitely pitching heavy in this one. And after losing game 1, the Sox come back and win 4 in a row to take the 93 series and thus temporarily end my inside pitch videos for a while, as we're going to be moving on to other things like Stratomatic and maybe some surprises to go along with Stratomatic. But a lot of fun with the inside pitch between the 75 series and the 93 series. So had a lot of fun with it. Pass the torch back over to RJL for his 1972 season to get your fill of inside pitch on his channel. And I'm going to get my stuff together for 1973, make sure I got everything needed for that, and not only get some practice up on Super Advanced Stratomatic, make sure I got the rules down pat, but there will be some surprises on the channel coming up. I'm thinking of between now and April. One of the things I'm thinking about doing is called One Off Wednesday. Where I just play a one-off game every Wednesday, probably recorded and just upload it on Wednesday, which can be on any game engine that maybe I haven't played in a while, or anything other than Inside Pitch, basically. So that can include Payoff Pitch, it can include APA, could include all kinds of stuff. Pine Tar, uh, could include Season Ticket. I mean, all sorts of stuff that could be coming up. So I'm going to pick a one-off Wednesday to use, and aside from doing that, I'm going to set up and really think about how I want to do my playthrough and my tutorial on Stratomax Super Advanced, so that when the time comes, I've got everything the way I want it, all laid out, written out, and that way I don't miss anything. So I do appreciate you guys. A Stratomax demo game. Yes, I will. That's the slow playthrough. And it's going to be from the 2022 season, game one of the World Series between the Astros and the Phillies. I've already got all that lined up. Players, I mean, lined up, pulled out. But that will be my slow playthrough game. It will not be the 73 season. It will be 2022. I bought those cards. I want to use them at least once. So, and they are a little bit better quality than the regular Stratomatic card. It probably won't show up on video that way, but you can tell it when you hold it in your hands. So I do want to use those, and we'll do a Stratomac playthrough on that Super Advanced. The rule book with me, and just kind of go through the game. And if something doesn't come up on the playthrough that I think needs to be shown, then after the game is over, I will show specifically an example of that particular thing. Like if, I don't know, say, I don't think stealing would not come up at all, but say for instance it didn't, then I would do the steal um, outside of the game itself, just as a tutorial. So I'll make sure everything gets covered, from everything from the stealing, the strategy roll, otherwise known as the havoc roll, all the defensive things, pitcher fatigue, rest rolls, clutch, ballpark effects, all that sort of stuff. Holding runners in Super Advanced, you know, how when a guy's on first, the guy responsible for holding the runner at second is with a left-handed batter is a shortstop, with a right-handed batter at second base. I'll go through that. And pretty much anything that can happen in Strat, I'll try to address it to make sure that I leave no stone unturned as possible. All right, so the Giants win it 2-0. Player of the game, Wilson Alvarez, 8 shutout innings, 3 hit ball, walked 2, struck out 8. And poor Bill Swift, I mean, he pitched well, 6 2/3, 5 innings, and 6 2/3, 5 hits and 2 runs. That's a quality start, but got no offensive support. So we put away the 1993 season for Inside Pitch, put away Inside Pitch, for a while. You may see this board again on some other games, possibly. Actually, Brian, the double switch is not really a Strat thing, though. It's a baseball thing. So I don't think, and I know RJL, that I'm not sure what irritates RJL more, a double switch or Harold Baines and Scott Rowland in the Hall of Fame. That might be a tie, might be a toss up. I don't know, but either way, that's where we're standing. So Candlestick Park goes away sad, and the White Sox have a happy plane ride back to the Windy City as they celebrate a victory. So Yankees win the 75 series, and the White Sox win the 93 series. So American League teams, even though they had to have pitchers hitting, they still won both series. So the pitchers hitting did not hurt them. So, Brian B, when I'm playing, especially if I'm doing stuff offline, if I'm just doing it myself, I definitely will take advantage of the double switch in games that don't have the DH, because it's just a valuable tool to keep a reliever in the game when he's got some length and you don't want to have to take him out and use a guy up and stuff like that. So anyway, Hawk Harrelson is happy. I guess Steve Stone is happy, and the town of Chicago is happy. So there you go. Appreciate you guys staying up late with me. I know it's getting late for me as well. It's after 10 o'clock Eastern here. So that's gonna do it from here. I don't know when my next video is gonna be, but I'm at worst case, if I don't do anything else within the next week, a week from tonight or a week from today will be one-off Wednesday. I just got to figure out what game I'm going to use and what season within that game and what game within that season, just to play a one-off game, just to show the other. Just it's more or less to show the game, to show me playing a different game, so we get some variety, because variety is the spice of life. And in the meantime, I will be working up the Stratomax Super Advanced. That won't be for a little while, though. I kind of want to do that a little bit later when we're getting closer towards the season actually starting. So probably we'll play that Super Advanced slow playthrough probably in March, probably early part of March maybe, because I want to do other things and I want to play a lot of Stratomatic on my own offline and really get the Super Advanced down and dirty. For Strat people, I think the pre-orders are coming up very shortly for the new seasons that are out, 1984 and of course 2023. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, because I just bought the 2022 and the computer and stuff so recently, so I may not mess with that. I don't know, but we shall see. But for those that like the Stratomatic opening day stuff, it's coming up soon. Of course, for 2023, you don't have to wait for that if you're talking about APA or Inside Pitch. They're already there. And one thing I wasn't sure about is I bought last year Digital Diamond. And of course, the most recent season when I bought it was 2022. And I was wondering, do you have to upgrade to get 2023? And I logged on and went into Digital Diamond a few days ago. And lo and behold, 2023 was there. So I didn't have to do anything for it. Didn't have to pay anything extra for it. Didn't have to wait for it. It was there. It's probably been there a while, and I just didn't know it. So if I do buy a 2023 season of any kind, I do have the Digital Diamond to keep track of stats and whatnot. So, but you might be seeing me play some games that you would never think I would play again, or that I haven't played at all that you would never think I would play at least once. So that's what the one-off Wednesday is all about. I can't say it's going to be a surprise. I have to make it be a surprise, I guess. I don't want to do any spoilers. So it's going to be different games. It won't be Inside Pitch. The only I guarantee you is the one-off Wednesdays you will not see any Inside Pitch. But every other game out there that's available is fair game. So I'll just leave it at that. All right. And I'll tell you what I really like, and I haven't done it in a while. I did it with a couple people, is I really like the chat. So the chat I have with Replay Gamer, the chat I have with ID Jester, and the chat I have with RJL. I enjoyed all three of those. So if the opportunity comes up again, I'd certainly be open to do something like that as well in the meantime. So that's going to do it from here. White Sox are your champions. I would play We Are the Champions, but I don't want a copyright strike, so I won't play that. And I certainly won't sing it. So anyway, that's going to do it from here. Sox are your winners. Thank you all for following the season and following the playoffs. And until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.